Learn how to focus. Just pay attention. Hocus pocus. Nah, man, I ain't going for that shit. I ain't going for that shit. See, I almost fucked up. I kind of did fuck up. See, now I look amateur and shit, don't I? But if you believe in that, you're a a-ho. A-ho. If you believe that, you're a a-ho. Hey, asshole, what are you doing? Do you know the passcode? Because you're really going to ruin my day. I don't play. Listen to what I say. You're gay, okay? But I just kid. I joke. Fuck it. How I live. I boat. I float. It's sinking, though. I'm going down with the ship. I don't know what I'm thinking, bro. And these motherfuckers are all dicks. They sick pricks. I got a sick dick. That bitch sucked it till he got sick. Thank you, babe. You drove me crazy, then get paid, then leave me, lady. That's how I do it. That's how I does. I get her to sucks, and then I kick her ass out like what? I done had what I want, and that's all I need. I just wanna smoke a blunt and fuck your face and make you stay on your knees. You do a line, smoke it with potential. Get whacked out and do it. Kill your dimples. Present present moments. I'm a president, I'ma own it, and the president is really lonely because he got corona. No, that was Trump. The best president ever besides Reagan. Like, what the fuck? Biden's a bitch. He's buying time. He's a snitch. He tells on everything. Always telling on Trump. There got to be a glitch. They don't want Trump to be the president again, but I swear to God, he's going to make it in. He's going to make it again, and then we're going to wait to win. We'll get more money, and these fucking dummies will just get on their tummy. If you're playing rummy, I swear you're a fucking dummy. Cause I play Hold'em, Texas. I swear to God, I got the best necklace. Look at my necklace, nigga. Look at that. Platinum, nigga. Platinum like a motherfucker. That bitch is hard. Got the cross. Bitch costs $270. Not $270 neither, nigga. But look where I'm at in the room. Don't look like I got money, does it? This is the top of my house, my motherfucking attic. Look at them rooms back there. The house caught on fire. I threw a cigarette in the trash can. I thought it was out on July 29th on my birthday, and it burned this bitch down. Look at all them fishing poles, though. We fish, nigga. That's just my dad's fishing poles. We fish. I would have started went fishing last year, July 18th. This is a true story, real true story. I swear to God, I'm not lying. My brother, I wake up in the morning, go downstairs. He was sleeping on the porch. My dad was right there. I asked him for the key to the locker to take my meds. Because I keep my meds in my dad's locker so somebody don't switch them or steal them. So I go get my meds. The day before I went to the hospital looking to see if I had the coronavirus. I wasn't feeling well. So I come out there, take my meds. My brother's in a joyful mood, standing up, rapping and dancing and everything. And he asked me, do I want to go fishing? He keeps punching me, joyfully punching me, playing with me, asking me, do I want to go fishing? And I say no. I felt like shit. I didn't want to go, right? But he seemed normal. Everything seemed normal. He was just in a real good mood. And I go upstairs and I get on YouTube and I figure out how to get more views and stuff, and I'm doing it. Then my nephew, he's 17 at the time, he comes up there and he's telling me that Shane fell. Shane fell in the street. He's probably 320 pounds. He's a big guy, 6'5", 320, and he's 45. And he falls in the street, hits his head, and pees his pants. But they get him up and put him in the truck. But he's laughing. Like, my brothers did that a couple times, fell and peed his pants. He gets drunk. But he wasn't drinking, so I should have thought about that and went out there. Really should have. But I was high as hell meth, truthfully. Like, and I just listened, and I kept fucking with YouTube. And he was just laughing like nothing was wrong. Like, got in the truck and he's okay and shit. Like, it was just weird. And then his phone ring, gets a call, and they say, Shane ain't breathing. So I jump up and run downstairs. Then I see people behind the ambulance, like his friends and like a couple other people. And my dad's on the porch standing. And then I see on the side of the ambulance, it's open, the side of it. And you can see him pumping on his chest hard. So I run down off the porch, try to touch him. I'm running to him, touch him. I'm trying to yell his name as loud as I can, trying to wake him up. And fucking ambulance drivers jump out and push me back, told me to stay back, that he had coronavirus. I said, he ain't got the fucking coronavirus because somebody told him I went to the doctor the day before and got checked for corona. So they were saying he had it. I was like, he don't got fucking corona. I went and got checked. I ain't got it either. And they wouldn't let me touch him or nothing. But then they take him away. My sister followed him to the hospital. And they sit outside the hospital for a minute. I guess working on him or whatever. But then they come straight back. The cops said he didn't make it. He died. Man, it was shitty. July 18th last year. It was a shitty day. He's a good dude. On his daughter's graduation, she was 16, graduating high school, and fucking, he was buying her a car, had money to buy her a car. Him and his old lady split up, so they've been split up a couple years, but he was so close to her. He had 2 kids. He was close to his boy and his girl. He'd come watch football, Bub, the 30-year-old, and, like, it just sucked, man. Because all kind of weird shit happened. I ain't gonna get into that. All kind of weird shit. But he got cremated. He didn't want to be cremated. I guess that's sometimes what you gotta accept. But I didn't have much money to pay for it. But he had best friends with big money and shit. And they let him get cremated. I mean, I ain't got my necklace on right now. I got his ashes around me because it's on a fake necklace. It breaks me out. I gotta buy a real necklace. But then I was locked up in 2010. I had a premature baby. And, with my girlfriend. She's not my biological baby, but I got with a girl that had 2 twins, boy and girl, and one of them was a preemie, and she had a lot of sickness, a lot of problems, a J-tube, her intestine on the outside of her body, had to take a lot of medicine and shit, like, but they said she would never walk. I had her walking fast, just hanging out within weeks. I had her walking, doing shit they said she'd never do, man. That's what I'm saying. Doctors don't know what they're talking about. You just got to work with them and put in the work. But anyway, I get locked up in 2010 when she's 4. 4. And fucking, she was 5 when I got locked up. And I'm in there, I get locked up for 4 years in Park County for stabbing somebody. And then fucking, I'm locked down for 6 months for trafficking. They caught me trafficking drugs. So they gave me a C felony and locked me down for 6 months. And almost in the end of it, like in the 4th month, they called me on my block, called me down there, and I go get on the phone. And it's Angie, my baby mama, and she's crying. She said, baby's gone. I said, what are you talking about? She said, Chloe, she died. And I was like, fuck. I dropped to the floor, start crying. I said, I'm sorry, Angie. I wish I was there for you right now. I'm so sorry. And I already went half crazy for me and locked down so long. So I said, I gotta go back to my cell, Angie. I don't like crying in front of people. I go back to my cell, freak out, make a mural on the wall, draw with pencil all over my wall. They kept trying to get me. They wouldn't let me out until I erased it, but I didn't ever erase it. I left it up, I swear to God. I stayed extra time. Like, I went crazy. I wouldn't even come out for them after the 6 months. I didn't want to be in there. Like, didn't want to be around nobody because I knew I was going to fight. Like, I got to fight the first week I was out. Like, you lose your daughter, 6-year-old daughter that you've been raising up for, not forever, but still like 2 years every day with her, like playing with her. And she never had a dad, never had her dad go to the hospital with her, never had a guy in her life at all. Even her own papa and them wouldn't hold her because she was messed up. They were scared to, so I was the only one besides the doctor and Angie. I know how to give her all of her medicines, when to give them to her, listen to the baby monitor, go mess with her, make sure she's okay. Like, that was my baby, my life, man. And I have a healthy baby girl, 16-year-old now. She's the one that just had a baby, Liberty. They was all the same age, 16, 1 month apart. Chloe, Camden, and Liberty. And Camden's healthy. He's good. He just broke his shoulder. My shoulder is broke right now. He broke his shoulder afterwards, riding a bicycle, doing a bicycle trick. It's crazy how shit happens. My dad cut his finger off, his pointing finger, his right pointing finger, half of it. And his dad did too. They both lost the same finger, same distance and everything. That's weird shit. My daughter, my left fingernail on my hand, my third finger on my hand, I was on the back of a 4-wheeler holding onto a skid, and he takes off on it, and the skid goes up in the air, and it comes down, and it smashes my fingernail. See how it don't grow all the way? It won't. That's long for it right there. It don't grow. My sister had the same things, or my daughter. She smashed her hand and her fingernail was just like mine. Her same finger and everything. It's pretty weird shit happens though. But I just ramble, man. I want to talk to people. I want to listen. This is the best thing I can leave you guys with before I get off here. Seriously, like, listen to this. Take it serious and just try it. Please, what's it gonna hurt? You don't got nothing to lose. No matter what, if you do this 3 times a day, it works miracles. It makes you live longer. It gets rid of diseases. It heals things. You can be blind and do it and start seeing. So many people have, like, so many people have had stage 4 cancer and came out of it, lost it. Like, it all disappeared. It pumps so much blood through your body and so much, like, just so much good shit. Nitrogen oxide, like, everything. All right, listen, you go. For 1 minute, or 20 seconds, just do it 30 seconds. Breathe in your nose as deep as you can. Try to make your belly touch your back. Blow out as hard as you can, all the way out so you can't blow out no more. Do that for 30 seconds. Then after 30 seconds, breathe in and hold. Just close your eyes and hold. Try to do it with soft music on or something, not around a lot of people or nothing, where you can relax and get comfortable. And the feeling you feel will be better than anything else that's ever happened in your life. I guarantee it. You'll be addicted. Trust me. Just do it. Just do it. That's all I'm saying. Like, try it. It's called meditation, but it's a form of it. I don't remember the name. Like, it's from Joe Dispenza. And it works miracles, man. You could be in a bad mood. You do this. You come out crying, feeling sad, just so happy. Like, you're sad at first because you feel bad for being mean or whatever. Like, if you were rude to people, it makes you feel bad. Like, I was mean to my son one day because he wanted to go somewhere and I didn't feel good and didn't go. And then I meditated in front of him, come out crying to him, telling him I'm sorry, where you want to go? Let's go wherever, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? Try to make it up, but I'm 42 and I got a lot of health problems. Broke my back, got a broke shoulder now. I don't always want to go places because I hurt. Doctors won't give me no pain pills. I don't get pain pills. For real, they took them away fucking 3 years ago because they gave me Clonopins and Percocet at the same time, Percocet 750s. And it was 2 different doctors. I didn't know, and I took them, and then they cut me off both of them because you can't be on them at the same time. But that's their fault. They should give one of them back to me. I'm trying to get the Clonopins. I go back next month on the 2nd to get them. I need them more than the pain pills. They help with the pain, but I'm paranoid schizophrenic. That's what they label me as. I don't think I am. I just think I'm smart, man. I know conspiracy theories. Shit happened to me that nobody would understand if I explained it to you on here. And it's real conspiracies. I'm not crazy. I don't hear nothing, see nothing. I just know people were cruel. They'll fuck. Even doctors fuck with me, man. Literally. Like, I don't know what I did to make so many people mad at me, but, like, people do shit to me, especially cops and shit. For real. I've been set up and shit. They were trying to set me up in 2010 for 2 murders, killing 2 women. They were saying I had sex with them and robbed them for their pills and burned them. 2 women. I got investigated for a year over that. But they fucked up because I was on house arrest. They had proof everywhere I was. I was already on house arrest for fucking stealing metal. They said I stole metal. I was scrapping. It was in a junkyard. I get it out, but if it's on a business, you gotta have permission. And the guy said I came up there and asked him, and he said no. But I didn't even go up there. I just grabbed it out there and drove away, and they pulled me over. And I got arrested for it, felony. Did a year house arrest. So I got investigated for 2 murders in 2010. Went to prison for stabbing somebody for 4 years. Then got out for 20 days and went back to prison for choking somebody. And then got out for 6 days and went back to prison for drunk driving and having Xannies on me, 20 Xannies on me. And I did heroin. I passed out and wrecked in somebody's yard. But I'm saying I was on a bad road from 2010 on up. I ain't did shit since 2015. I've been doing right I ain't been in trouble. Let me knock on wood. I ain't did nothing. I've done drugs. That's all I've done. But listen to this. Ain't too many people can honestly say this. I know I don't know you guys, but my name's Mark Brandenburg. I'm just a lonely guy. I feel like I'm making friends talking to somebody. And I would like to talk to people. I wish I could get videos back or something, get some kind of responses. But listen, I used to rob people, steal, do people dirty, bro, for real. Steal their cars and shit. I was crazy my whole life, man, when I grew up. But I'm so older. I've died 3 times. I heroin overdose once. I wrecked a dirt bike, was in a coma. Both times I was in a coma, had to learn to walk again. And then I heroin overdose 3 years later. Off one line, but I was taking Xanax and died. Like, each time they brought the chaplain in, every single time they brought the chaplain in, I was dead. And I start breathing the last second. God's real. But anyway, like after all that, I started reading the Bible every day, got saved, got baptized. I saved my dad. He didn't even believe in God really. Like I talked him into it just how I talk and just being positive and stuff. Like just because you do drugs don't mean you're fucking up. You're fucking up, but I haven't done none all the time. I ain't been doing them. I just did them some tonight. I've been clean since I got out of the hospital since August 4th. I got out August 4th and I've been clean since then. But I just relapsed today. Smoked a bowl. But I'm saying that I'm saying I didn't steal, I ain't did nobody dirty, didn't cheat on my girlfriend the whole time, my baby mama. I never did that. I'm a cheater. Like pretty girls try to hit on me. Swear to God, like my other baby mama always tries to mess with me, and people try to mess with me. Like we're trying to hit on me, like college girls and shit. But me and my baby mama broke up. I got 4 kids, and we broke up for 2 weeks. I lived with my dad's, and I met this college girl. Had sex with her. She lived across the street in apartments. Had sex with this little pretty ass babe. And fucking, she got pregnant. I didn't know she got pregnant. I just stopped talking to her. Got back with my baby mom. Went back to Brownsburg. And then when I came back after we broke up 3 years ago, like, she sent me home and we've been broke up ever since. And I start coming out on the porch smoking cigarettes and shit. And that girl come up to me with a baby. Like, it was later on. Like, she come up to me with a baby. And she talking for a minute. And she said, how you feel? I said, good. She said, about what's going on. I said, what's going on, girl? What are you trying to do? She said, this is your baby. And it looked like me. I didn't think about it at the time. She had my eyes and stuff, but I didn't think about it at the time. Like, and sure enough, man, it's my baby. And she lives in Kentucky. She wants me to come down and live with her in Kentucky, but my dad's here. He's old and sick. I ain't seeing my babies, though. Like, I see my other babies, but I ain't seeing my youngest, man. Like, it breaks my heart. I would love to live with her. She wants to be with me. She's making money. She's a nurse. And taking college classes, gonna be big doctor and stuff, make big money. And she's pretty, sexy, got good pussy. It's hard not to go, man. It is the way I'm getting treated here. Like, but I can't give up on my dad, man, and my other kids. I got 4 here to take care of. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. Like, but I need to make trips. I lost my car. I wrecked my Jeep. I need to get another car and go down there and see him like once a week. Go see her once a week. For real. I try to be a good dad first and foremost. I preach good to my kids. I read the Bible off the phone to them, and we talk about everything, dude. Like how the devil's not all bad. Like how he comes to that guy that's going to kill his kid as a snake, and he talked him out of it. He was going to kill his kid, thought he'd make a sacrifice, and he would get blessed and stuff. He would be saved, have God's mercy. And the devil talked him out of it, man. Do you guys know that? Read the Bible. I swear to God. Snake. He come as a snake and told him not to do it. That was dumb. Like, the devil ain't all bad. He ain't trying to make people do bad shit. He used to be an angel, so he's good and bad, but he's not as bad as they make it. Like, man's probably worse than anybody, realistically. But I don't know for sure. I don't think you go to hell, you burn and all that shit. I think that's overrated. Like, it ain't nothing like that. But I do think you have to sit back and see your family fuck up. Everybody you love, just watch them, like, get all the accidents they get in and all the crazy shit that happens to them. You have to be there watching it, and you can't help them. You can't say nothing to them. You just gotta watch everything that happens. Watch them get old and die. That would be hell to me. Just watch and like see people suffering and dying, and like at the same time it'd be good. You get to see all your people, but not watching them go through that would hurt so bad. You know stuff's gonna happen to them though, like, and you can't tell them. Like, you know they're gonna get in a car wreck and be hurt or die or whatever, and you can't tell them. That would be hell, bro. Literally, like, that would be the worst. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. I think heaven's amazing. I think that's where my mom and my brother are. My mom died 5 years ago. Like, they sent my dad home from the hospital with COVID. I think they want us all to die. When I overdosed on heroin, they tied me up with sheets, was letting black dudes come in my room with brown masks on their face, painted as monsters and shit, trying to scare me. The doctors were sticking them little sticky EKG things on me, asking me how many times I want to get shot. It's torture. That ain't made up neither, nigga. That's Eskenazi. That's real facts. I swear to God on my mom, no joke. They were doing shit that doctors don't do. Like, they're cruel. If I told you all the stories the doctors did to me just in that little 2 weeks, you would freak out. Like, they was acting like they're putting alcohol in my IVs. The girl was. She'd fucking act like she's putting, that was about after being in there a week. They made me nervous the whole time. They was smoking their jewels around me and fucking with me, telling me it's gonna kill me and shit. they fucked with me hard. I don't see nothing that ain't there. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. Like, this is the truth, man. I try to let people know because I can't talk to my dad. He's seen it. I was tied up with sheets. He wouldn't untie me. My baby mama wouldn't untie me. My sister wouldn't untie me. They wouldn't, dude. They just left me like that. I'd be like, I'm going to beat his ass, get him out of my room trying to scare me with that mask. And then doctors would fuck with me. Then when they finally untie me, I go to the bathroom. They said they told me not to. They tackle me, throw me down, tackle me. It took them forever to get me down, but they finally get me down. And then they put me in handcuffs. And then they handcuffed me to the bed and put a pan under me when I had to shit for the rest of the time. Wouldn't let me use the bathroom. They treated me as bad as you could. For real, they wanted to hurt me. Like, they was telling me I'm gonna die when I get home and shit. This one doctor was. I swear to God, this is all true. I promise on my mom, I don't lie. Like, that's Eskenazi, nigga. Who does that? What hospital, like, does people like that? I don't know. I'm just saying, I can tell you a lot of shit I've been through. Like, you wouldn't believe it, but it's true. It's real. I died in 2008 in a dirt bike accident. Was in a coma, had to learn how to walk again. I was standing up and fell off, didn't have a helmet on in 2008. And then they kept me in a coma for like 2-3 weeks. Fuck it. Or I was in a coma for 2 or 3 weeks. And when I came out, my left leg, I couldn't move it. I had nerve damage. And they told me I'd never walk again. I had a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old at home. And I was like, I swear to God, I'm walking out of here within a week. Man, I ain't staying here. And I kept trying to move my left foot, and I couldn't feel it. I couldn't move it at all. Like, they started giving me gabapentin, and fucking I started feeling it a little bit. I could move it a little bit, but I still couldn't move it that much. I just reminded myself to lift my leg and push it down, and then push hard, straighten my foot out before I took a step, because I had to walk 100 yards to get out of the hospital. And my sister come and gave me 2,000 Vicodin. And then my sister-in-law, Jennifer, come and gave me 2 Vicodin. She didn't know she gave them to me, and I took all of them. This is after being in there a week. And fucking walked out of there. Walked 100 yards and left out of there. Within a week after that, I'm racing in front of my house down the street, racing buddies and shit. But I kept falling. I had road rash all over me, but I'd race for a long time before I fell. Once I got going real fast, I couldn't stop. I couldn't control my left leg. But I'm just saying, I've been through a lot. For real. I died eating pizza. I did a line of heroin, fell asleep eating pizza, and aspirated, choked to death. The people I was with was my cousins, and they had a CPS case, so they couldn't call the ambulance there, so they carried me out to the sidewalk and called the ambulance and left me there on the sidewalk for the ambulance. My girlfriend was there, but she ran off to the front of the apartment building to try to find the ambulance, left me there choking. Like, I was still choking this whole time they're doing that. I can't breathe. Pizza stuck in my throat. Nobody thought to stick their finger in my throat. But this girl named Kim Gaskins, who's doing life now for drugs, I try to give her money and everything. She comes by. She sees me. She's on heroin and on the run. She sticks her finger in my throat, makes me throw up. I start breathing it and shit. But nobody ever told them I was on heroin, though. When I get in the ambulance, they never give me the Artane or nothing. They don't give me that. Like, nobody told them. I couldn't say shit. I was fucked up from choking so long. I was freaking the fuck out. Like, I choked forever. I don't know how I didn't die. Like, a little air was getting through, just a little bit, enough to live, but it was bad. It was bad. I'm just saying. I've been through some scary shit. That's when they tied me up with sheets and shit when I was in there that time. Like, that was in 2014. It was crazy. I died 3 times in 3 years. Straight up. And they brought the chaplain in every time. That's a miracle to be alive. I'm a motherfucker. I got 9 lives. Literally. And then that day I smoked PCP. I thought I would die if I smoked it. I didn't put it in there. Like, somebody put stuff in my meth pipe July 29th this year. And fucking, got out of the bathtub. I had a half gram. I was going to smoke a bowl, put it in there. But when I grabbed my bowl out of the sock, I didn't sock in the hole and get it out. It's full. Like, it's full to the top of shit. So I was like, fuck it. Not to the top, but there was a bunch in there. And I think, who the fuck put this in there? Then I go, fuck it, I'll probably die if I do this. Because I've been real depressed after losing my daughter, mom, and brother. But now I want to live. I'm happier than ever. Like, after I went through that, smoked that PCP, pulled a knife on my dad, about stabbed him. Went to a crazy house for a week. Came home, been working on the house. Just know it's going to be nicer and everything's going to be better. I'll never do that again. I'll never leave a meth bowl down and come back and smoke it if it's in there. Like, they got to get my dope man and put it in there if I do it. Like, fuck that. And I know how to check for it now and melt it down and get the cut out too. Like, every time I get it, that's what I do. Put water on it and get rid of it. Like, get rid of the cut, first of all. But that's really my drug of choice is meth, to do it when I do drugs. I don't do drugs though, really. I smoked weed tonight, did meth, took a half a Xanny bar, ate a gummy bear, a weed gummy bear. I feel good. Look at my right eye, it keeps closing. But I'm gonna end this show, man. I just talk about my life. Nobody's probably interested in this kind of shit, but maybe somebody is, to hear stories like this. Like, shit's amazing. Listen to this one. This is a true story. My kid's 2 years old, my youngest, right? Well, he's not my youngest now, but my youngest, my 10-year-old. And we're at Lake of Lanterns. I've been up 3 days, bro. And it's two lakes beside each other. There's a deck right here and a deck right there, like with a 3-foot gap in between it, right? Well, me and my baby mama and my son are fishing at this lake. He walks real far away, and he's walking to the other lake. So I walk over, I pick him up, and I'm walking. He wants to go look in that lake because I tell him there's big carp in it and stuff. And we walk to the deck, and I walk to the edge of it. And some reason, bro, after being up 3 days and shit, like, this is how it happened, real talk. Like, I thought I could step across it. Like, I just thought I would step across it. It'd be easy. But holding him, it held me straight down. And I was weak after being up 3 days. So anyway, I like fall in the water. I think I threw him on the deck. But I tried to jump out real fast because I like felt like shit was all on my legs and shit. It was real muddy, 3 foot of mud. Like, I was stuck in mud. So I tried to jump out real fast. And when I put my pressure down, it was on his leg. Broke his femur or whatever, his main bone on the side of his leg, broke it in half. He had to be in a body cast for a long time. His foot hurts after that. I feel so bad. I'm saying that's probably the worst thing I did, nigga. Like, this sucks. It's fucked up. For real. He's 10 now. He runs. He plays soccer. He's good. But still, I worry about it breaking again because it broke. Like, I worry about how I did it. I don't know how. I don't know how I put my pressure on him instead of the deck. What was I was just in such a hurry, tweaking out. And fucking freaked out because I fell in there. My phone was in there, just trying to go fast, like, and made a big mistake, man. And then when I went to the hospital, they were saying I did it on purpose. Got a case off of it. It's not a case, but I was in trouble, and I go to jail, and for choking my baby mama later on. We get in a big fight. Like, we was on meds for a long time. We was doing partying hard. We did a ball in one night, but we're fighting over some stupid shit. She hits me a couple times. I start choking her. And it gets worse than I expected. Like, I kind of black out and choke her better than I thought. It sucks. But anyway, and then my son grabs my leg and I just push him down. Like, he's young then. He's probably 1. He's just walking. I don't push him down. I go to grab him and he falls. And it looks like I push him down. But I get locked up for choking her. I'm in Hendricks County Jail. And they call me out a week after being in there. And they call me to camera court. The camera's in front of me. And I'm talking to the people, the judge. And he said, you're charged with B felony, throwing your son 10 feet against the wall, and he bounced off and got hurt. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Smacked the mic off, the camera off and shit. Was like, ain't nobody do that shit. I'm walking back to my cell. I ain't got time for these games. Nigga, I ain't saying shit to y'all. Like, they didn't ever say nothing about that case again. Nothing. Her aunt called anonymously and said that. Like, they hated me, bro. Her dad hates me. He wouldn't even talk to my baby because he's mine, bro, for years. Her aunt didn't even talk to him at all. Like, wouldn't. They hate me that bad, bro. And I don't do shit. Try to accuse me of robbing them and all kind of shit. And I swear to God on my mom, I didn't. Even when I smoked crack or did anything, I ain't robbed nobody. I get my own money. Like, I get money. I get enough to sell and make money and do my drugs. They don't get it. They just don't get how I always can do my drugs and not have to rob or steal. I ain't stole shit in 12 years. I've stole from Speedway before. Candy bars or a Mountain Dew, but that's it. Not from a person, not a car, not got over on nobody. I borrow money off my dad. I pay him back every fucking month. I at least borrow $200. Like, but I pay him back every month. Have for 10 years now, 12 years. Swear to God, I'm honest. Like, I'm saying I'm doing right, but my sex life's fucked up. I just had sex the other day, but before that I hadn't for like a year. I had sex probably 2 years before that. Like, 2 years I went without it. Ever since me and my baby mama broke up, I've been with, like, 1 week I had sex with like 3 girls I met off Messenger and just brought them over. But they weren't pretty or nothing really. They were just little skeezers. I was doing meth hard and I was giving meth and fucking shit, but I'm looking for a good girl. My girlfriend's in jail and she'll be out in a year, so I'll be alright then. She's gonna be on house arrest for 4 years and I'll be alright. Like, I'll be able to get good pussy, nigga, good head. Like, we have fun. But I went and had sex with my baby mama the other day. Got off in like 3 minutes. She was like, I used you. I was like, for what? She said, for some dick. But it was only 3 minutes. It wasn't worth it. I was like, yeah, it was. It was worth it for me. Because I hadn't had nothing probably for like 2 years. I got off in 3 minutes. For real. And then I was mean to her after that. Because I quit taking my medicine. And she lies. She calls and says somebody's going to call the cops on me for putting shit on Facebook. I just put raps, man. I rap about Skitz Craven. Have y'all heard of him? He's a bitch. He raps about me, man. He be talking about my YouTube channel and shit. And he raps about me. I had shoulder surgery. He said he cut a muscle out of my shoulder. I choked to death on pizza when I was at that hotel. He talks about choking on pizza to death. And then fucking I lost my black and white dog, my lab. And he talks about that. Talks about doing all kinds of shit, bro. And he's talking directly to me. Swear to God. But I'm going to make a song to diss him, man. Watch and see. Stay tuned. You'll see. I'm writing it now. Like, I'm making a song. Just going to cut him up. I've been seeing what he does, watching his documentaries and shit, seeing what kind of person. He's schizophrenic. He's going to be Skitz Craven because my name was Schizo. And he wants to crave skits. Fag ass nigga. Jocking the shit out of me. He got rich, though. I ain't going to lie. I ain't hating on him like that. But I'm just saying it's time to make a diss song. Because I'm going to say That's So Craven instead of That's So Raven. And then go hard in. Watch. Just listen. I'm telling you. It's going to be hard. But anyway, keep your head up, people. Love y'all. God bless and stay strong, man. Keep Jesus in your life and just believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want. Promise to God. If you work hard and you got discipline, attitude, and you got ethic, work ethic and stuff, like it'll happen. You dream about it, do it. Try to go for it. Don't be scared. Don't let it pass and think back at what I do. Why didn't I do that? I'm 42. I wanted to be a dirt bike rider. I wrecked in 2008 and died. Was in a coma. I can't ride dirt bikes like that no more. I shouldn't have put it off so long. I should have already been a dirt bike rider. Everybody was wanting to pay for putting me in the motocross races. I would get in them and win all the time for $10. That's it. Like just to get in them, I would clown, but I never took it serious. I was drinking and shit when I was doing it. I was having fun with girls, man. I was just partying with girls. I've always been a whore. Girls been my vice in life, like keeping women. And now they ain't at all. Like I don't got no women. I'm lonely as hell, nigga. Wish I had a badass girl that support me, help me put the studio together, and start rapping at 42 and start killing the game. Some of these lyrics I say are gonna be so sick, it's gonna surprise the world. Like, but when you listen, man, it's real shit. It's all truth. Everything I say is truth. When I rap, like for real, when I start spitting, like the Butterfly song I got, it's gonna really be hard, but it's gonna be kind of country. It's about my mom, and she passed away, and butterflies come around all the time to me and my sister, and a red bird for my brother, like all the time. Or not a red bird, a cardinal. I don't know what kind of bird it is. I forget. But it's the same bird that comes around. Both of them together are always around, like ever since my mom and brother died. And I was Googling this thing, and they say that people do come back as them, and after they die, them kind of animals fly around their loved ones and watch over them. Swear to God, I watched this thing and said that. So that's what's up. But anyway, God bless. Stay up, stay positive, and don't quit. Work hard. Put in the work, man. It'll pay off in the end. If you want something, go get it. Work hard, go get it, appreciate it, and stay off drugs. Just smoke weed, drink a beer here and there. Don't do meth. If you do meth, you're like me, it's okay. You can make things happen. It doesn't make you dumb, but don't just overdo it and do it every day and do it all day, blow all your money on it. Just smoke a bowl and be good and then go to bed that night. Not staying up days. Get your sleep, eat right, do right, y'all. It'll work out, man. Just trust in yourself and believe, and everything will be fine. Promise to God. God bless y'all. Take care.